So we have which expression is equivalent to 2/3 divided by 4/5. So equivalent means basically the same thing, but they changed it just a little bit. So the one that's going to be equivalent is basically doing keep, change, flip. So you're going to keep the first fraction the same. So automatically A and B are gone because they flipped the first one. You do not do that. Then they change it to multiplication, then they flip, so it's got to be D. 2/3 times 5/4. Number 2. Leah bought 3/4 of a pound of trail mix to make snack bags. She's putting 1/8 of a pound of trail mix into each snack bag. Which expression can be used to find out how many snack bags Leah made? So you take the amount she has, the 3/4, and you're dividing it out into 1/8 pound bags. So it's letter C. Letter C. Number 3. Last week, Carlos spent 3.5 hours practicing the piano. This was 1/3 of the amount of time he spent reading. How many hours did Carlos spend reading last week? So we're going to take the amount he practiced and divide it by 1/3. So it's going to be 3.5 divided by 1/3. So what's the first step we have to do here, Joshua?
Do 2 times 3.
So we got to change this to an improper fraction. So 3 times 2 plus 1. And now we have 2 fractions. So we can follow keep, change, flip. So we do 7/2 keep times 3/1. Is there anything we do with 7 and 1?
No.
3 and 2?
No.
Nope. So you just multiply it out. So you get 21/2. And then they wanted you to change this back into an improper fraction. So how many times is 10 or 2 going to 21?
10 times.
So it's going to be letter D. Okay, now we're jumping up to number 5. Miss O'Grady has 6 1/8 gallons of paint. She needs 1 2/5 gallons to paint each wall in her house. So they need to know how many complete walls she can paint. So 6 1/8 divided by 1 2/5. So the first thing we have to do is change both of them. So 6 times 8 plus 1 is 49/8. 1 times 5 plus 2 is 7/2, or 7/5. So then we keep, change, flip. Keep 49/8 times 5/7. Can we do anything with 8 and 5?
No.
What about 7 and 49?
Yeah.
Yep, you can divide a 7 out. So that's 1, that's 7. So you get 35/8. So then how many times is 8 going to 35?
4.
4 times. How much is left over?
3.
So how many complete walls is she going to be able to do?
4.
Just 4. She can't do that extra. So if you don't have enough to get the whole number 5, it's a real world situation. You cannot paint 5 walls. All right, now number 6, they want you to see which one's true and false. So we have 6 1/4 divided by 2 5/6. So they changed both of them to improper fractions. So it's 24/4. Is that right?
No.
No, it should be 25/4. So automatically that one's false. So then we have 4 1/9 divided by 2/3. Well, 4 times 9 is 36 plus 1 is 37. So that works. And then they changed and flipped, so that one is true. 3 4/5 divided by 7. So then you change it to 19/5, and then you put that one over 1, and then you flip it, so this one's true as well. Dean. All right, 7 through 10. All you're doing is solving these out. So 9/10 divided by 5/10. So keep, change, flip. So you get 9/10 times 10/5. Is there anything we can do with 5 and 9?
No.
10 and 10.
Yeah.
Hey, you can divide 10 out. So you get 9/5, or you can change it into an improper fraction, 1 4/5. Okay, number 8. 2/6 divided by 3 1/3. So you don't have to change the first one, you got to change the second one. So 2/6 remains the same. So 3 times 3
9.
plus 1
6.
So you get 10 over 3. Then keep change flip. Keep 2 over 6 times 3 over 10. Is there anything we do with 3 and 6?
Yes.
You can divide a 3 out. So this becomes 1. This becomes 2. What about 2 and 10?
Yes. Yes.
Yep, divide a 2 out. So that's 1, that's 5. So you get 1 over 10. And number 9, 17 divided by 5/9. So what's the first thing we have to do here? Make this a fraction, 17 over 1. So then you get 17 over 1 times 9 over 5. Is there anything we can do with 17 and 5?
No.
And then 1 and 9. Nope, so we just multiply. What's 17 times 9? Callie? Joshua?
153.
Over 5. And you can leave it like that, or anybody turn it into a mixed number. Joshua?
30 and 3 over 5.
Both of those are accepted for these types of problems. And number 10, 4 and 2/7 divided by 1 and 1/4. So, try to change both of them. So this is 30 over 7 divided by 5 over 4. So we get 30 over 7 times 4 over 5. Is there anything we do with 30 and 5?
Yes.
So we can divide by 5. So that's 1, that's 6. Okay, what about 4 and 7?
No.
Nope. So 24 over 7 or 3 and 3/7. Any questions on the front? All right, let's go to the back. Number 12, Jacob filled a watering can with 6 liters of water. He used 1/12 liter to water each of his plants. How many plants did he water? So 5/6 divided by 1/12. So keep, change, flip. Anything with 5 and 1?
No.
6 and 12.
Yes. 6.
Okay, so that's 1, that's 2. So 5 times 2.
10.
So he did 10 plants. And 13, Becky lives 5 3/4 miles from her school. This is 2/5 of the distance she lives from the beach. How many miles does Becky live from the beach? So 5 3/4 divided by 2/5. So this is going to be 23 over 4 times 5 over 2. Can't simplify anything, so 23 times 5 is what? 115 over 8. So how many times is 8 going to 115?
14.
How much is left over?
3 over 8.
And then miles, because it's a real world situation. And Mr. Sharma bought 6.5 pounds of meat for a party. He used 2 1/4 pounds of meat to make tacos. The rest he cross out number 14. Cross out 14. I forgot to tell you guys that earlier. And number 15, the area of a rug measures 44 5/8 square feet. The length of the rug, it measures 8.5 feet. So you take the total area divided by the length to find the width. All right, so 44 times 8, Joshua,
357.
plus 5.
357.
Oh. And then 8 times 2 plus 1 is 17 over 2. So 357 over 8 times 2 over 17. Hold on. Can you do anything with 2 and 8?
Yes.
2. So we get 1, that's 4. What about 357 and 17? No. So 357 over, what's 4 times 17? What? 4 times 17. And then how many times 78 go into 357? Joshua?
5.
And what's left over?
1/2.
I don't think it's going to be 1/2. Alright. So